has changed. I got new bookshelves and expanded my personal library a lot. So today I'm going to be taking you through them entirely. I'm going to try and go pretty in-depth since it is an ASMR video. I'm going to kind of talk about every book on my shelves. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. So this section of shelves, we have these two Billy IKEA shelves and then this cubed shelf from Target. This is like my main wall of books. I do have another section over on the other side of the room that I will show you at the end, but this is the majority of all my books. So I think we're just going to start from top and go from left to right. I do have them organized mostly by genre. Let's start with the top shelf. The top left shelf is all poetry. Poetry is what really initially got me into writing and reading, and so I do have quite a decent poetry collection. So starting over on the left, we have all of Louise Gluck's poems. We have love poems of Rumi, Food, A Love Story by Jim Gaffigan. This is actually like a comedy book. It's not really poetry, but I also have Bo Burnham's Egghead, which is like a comedic poetry book. So I put these two together. Black Flamingo by Tina Ada. This is a 5-star read for me. So good. It's about a young boy living in London who discovers the drag community, but it's all told through prose, which I love. Got Ruby Core, of course, all the basic bitch Tumblr poetry. I'm into it. Ocean Vuong, Time as a Mother. I really want to read this. Flux by Orion Carlotto, one of my favorites. Atticus Lover Wild. Metal by Liliana D. This is actually Lily Whispers ASMR's book, and it's really good. Go check it out. Aphrodite Made Me Do It by Trista Mateer. Trista Mateer is one of my favorite poets. I found her on Instagram. Highly recommend. I wrote this for you. This little tiny poetry collection was written by one of my good friends, Isabel. You Are a Little Happier Than I Am. Paper Cuts by Nora Indy. I did a presentation on her when I was in college. Mouthful of Forevers. Another Trista Mateer. So good. Alexa Chung's It. If you were on Tumblr in like 2012, this is a throwback. Yeah, this book is actually really fun. It's the 2013 Discovered Poetry Collection, and I'm actually in this collection. This was the first time I ever had writing published, and I was 13 in middle school, and I entered a contest, and I won, so my poem Asleep is in this. And then here you'll see quite a large selection of Lang Leaf books. She was my favorite poet for, like, seriously forever. I love her work. These two, actually, Sad Girls and Poemsia, are fiction novels, but I just like to keep them together. And then these are all of her poetry collections. I think my favorite is Sea of Strangers or The Universe of Us, but they're all really great. This is The Southern Quill, which is a journal that was published within my university and college, and I have a poem published in here, so I put it on display. Plus, it just has such a cool cover. And then we have Film for Her, also by Orion Carlotto. I love this. I don't love it as much as Flux, but it just has, like, this gorgeous cloth cover that I just wanted to display. So, okay, now we'll move over to the next shelf on the top. So this shelf, as you can probably tell, is my classics shelf. Whether they are more modern classics or super traditional, I just keep them all up here. So first we have Wicked by Gregory Maguire. Oh my god, my favorite musical ever. I still need to read the book, but I got this gorgeous edition. It has pictures from the Broadway show in it. It's stunning. Then we have my illustrated Great Gatsby. This is my favorite classic of all time, I think. It's just so nostalgic for me, so I have 2 copies, as you'll see. Then we have a collection of Edgar Allan Poe, The Book Thief, which I controversially DNF'd. I was like 12 when I got it, so maybe I need to revisit it. I have 2 editions of Little Women. This is my original edition. It's from 1942, and it actually has like an inscribe on the front of the previous owner, which is really, really cool. But when I watched the Little Women movie with Saoirse Ronan and Timothée Chalamet, I fell completely in love with it, and I bought this copy, which has photos from the movie within it. So iconic. I want to read it and annotate it so bad. Then we have this amazing edition of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I just absolutely am obsessed with these editions of classics. I need to get more of them. Then we have Their Eyes Are Watching God. I was recommended this by my friend Edson, and I still need to read it. So excited. Beloved by Toni Morrison. A subscriber sent me this. Again, so excited to read it. Pride and Prejudice, of course. Lolita, My Joan Didions. I loved Play It As It Lays. The Bell Jar, Slaughterhouse-Five, The Old Man in the Sea, which I only keep for nostalgia. This is like my least favorite book I've ever read in my life. I had to read it in middle school for a project of some sort, and I absolutely hated everything about this book. Anyway, The Great Gatsby, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This to me is such a modern classic, such a good book. If you haven't read this yet, like, go do it right now. S.E. Hinton's Outsiders and Rumblefish. I haven't read Rumblefish, but The Outsiders is one of my favorite books ever. Just never gets old. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is such a tiny little book, but I do have that. And Lord of the Flies. And then I have this little greenhouse that I got from Target. So that is my classics shelf. I do have a little hanging plant, but I have nothing on top of the shelves. So let's move down and to the left. Okay, so this shelf is my general fiction, women's fiction, anything that doesn't really fit on the other shelves. So over here we have my hard covers. Red Clocks by Lenny Zumas. This is such an interesting dystopian sort of story about a hypothetical world where abortion, IVF, and a bunch of women's health care is banned. Kind of sounds familiar. I thought it was good. It was like a 3.5 star. Matt Haig, Midnight Library, John Green, The Vanishing Half by Brett Bennett. It says high on my TBR. I really want to read it. And then these are my 2 Book of the Month books that I have. And then these 2 are from Aardvark Books. And then moving over to the paperbacks. Bunny by Mona Awad. I really, really want to read. Bear Town. I want to read. Very Like a Bang. Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. This is technically YA. So good and underrated. Please read this. So good. My Year of Rest and Relaxation. A Little Life. Circe by Madeline Miller. The Kite Runner. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. A Novel Obsession. Sex and Rage. A Certain Hunger. Acts of Desperation. And If Cats Disappeared from the World. Like, everything from Circe on I got for my birthday. So I haven't read a lot of these, but yeah. And then we just have a planter over there that I still need to buy a plant for. This next shelf consists of my adult fantasy books besides The Six of Crows. These are YA, but I just put them up here because they kind of fit the vibe. So starting with Babel by R.M. Kuang, Mistborn, Brandon Sanderson, The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi. This came out this month. I think this is the most new release I have on my shelves right now. So we have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and also the Six of Crows Collector's Edition. I have not read this, but yes, I have a Collector's Edition. Mind your business. The Atlas 6 in the very sought-after self-published version, which is the best. Dowry of Blood, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I haven't read this, but oh my god, this cover, I just decided to display it facing outward my goodness, so beautiful. Moving down to the shelf right below, we have a display of all of my Holly Black books. If you couldn't tell, Holly Black is one of my favorite authors, and the Cruel Prince series is my favorite book series ever, so I wanted to display it here. So we have Book of Night, I have in the original and the Illumi Grey edition, The Stolen Heir, which I also have over here in the Barnes & Noble exclusive, How the King of Elbame Learned 8 Stories, that's the novella that goes with this series, the gorgeous, stunning, very lewd editions of this series. Oh my god. I can't even explain how beautiful these are. They're full of artwork and annotations from Holly Black herself. They are my prized possession, honestly. Over here, these are my paperback editions, which I am planning on rereading the entire trilogy and fully annotating, which you can see I've done with The Cruel Prince, based on all the tabs. But I decided out of all the editions that I have of this series that I wanted to display the Barnes & Noble exclusives. I just love the sleek black covers, so I decided to prop up The Cruel Prince and display them that way. And then these are the other two paperbacks I have that are separate from The Folk of the Air. These are The Darkest Part of the Forest and The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. This is a vampire book. And then we have this picture of Jude and Garden that came with these that I just framed and put up here. Yeah, these little bead things that Josh made me. I just didn't know where to put them, so I set them right there. And then this gold bee, I got this from Target. It was like in their $3 section, and it's one of my favorite things ever. Such a cute little piece on the bookshelf. This is my Holly Black shelf. I love it so much. Oh, and then this little vase thing. It's also from Target. Target has really good this shelf decor. So, yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna move right below this. Underneath the Holly Black shelf is my YA sci-fi fantasy. So first we have the Legendborn series by Tracy Dion. I loved the first book. Cannot wait to read the second book. Light Lark by Alex Astor. This is a cover by. I love the cover. I think it's absolutely stunning, so I bought it. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong is a Romeo and Juliet retelling set in 1920s China, which sounds amazing. I have my Divergent anniversary box set. This technically should be on my other shelf that you will see later, but I just love these books so much, so I put them over here. Then we have the Scythe trilogy by Neil Shusterman. So fun, like such an interesting and fun plot to read about. The Dance of Thieves duology by Mary Pearson. I can't wait to read this. The Shadow and Bone. I have the first two books. I'm still looking for the third one in the original covers because I just don't like the current covers. Sorcery of Thorns. This was a gift from a subscriber as well. All our hidden gifts. I love this cover. This was a cover buy, and the person at Barnes & Noble kind of like convinced me to buy it, but I still haven't read it. Graceling by Kristen Kishore. Damsel by Arnold, and A Winter's Promise. So those are my YA fantasy books. This shelf is my mystery, thriller, horror shelf. Anything that kind of fits in the spooky category goes here. We have The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. This is a new release. Greenwich Park, The It Girl, Stalking Jack the Ripper. This is a YA like mystery romance series. Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I love this book. This is one of my 5-star reads of 2023. Highly recommend. Stephen King Pet Cemetery. Verity by Colleen Hoover. I am not a Colleen stan, but this book is 5 stars to me. I gobbled that up. It was so good. If We Were Villains, Emma Rio. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. My Heart is a Chainsaw. I want to read this so bad. Final Girl Support Group, also by Grady Hendrix. I should probably put them together. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo already know I love this. I talked about it in my romance recs. I got some Colleen Hoover, The No-Show by Beth O'Leary, Red, White, and Royal Blue. I still need to read this. Funny you should ask. I actually hate this book. It's so boring, but I really love the cover, so I'm just keeping it for now. The first Magnolia Parks book. Also, same goes for that. Not my favorite book, but I love the cover. Throttled by Lauren Asher. This was sent by a subscriber. I can't wait to read it. Loathe to Love You by Allie Hazelwood. This is a novella collection. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Love is a Revolution, Renee Watson. People We Meet on Vacation, Emily Henry. You already know I'm an Emily Henry stan account. She's definitely my favorite contemporary romance author. Taylor Jenkins Reid, One True Loves. Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. The Love Hypothesis, Beach Read, 7 Days in June. I cannot wait to read this book. It sounds so good. On Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. The Stationery Shop. This is like a historical romance. It happened one summer. I've heard that this has really good smut, so I'm excited to read that. I'm just waiting for it to be summer again. I bought this in the winter. So. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I really hate this book. If you know, you know. I'm probably going to unhaul this eventually, but for now it's fine. It fits. The Fine Print is also sent by the same subscriber that sent me Throttled, so need to read those. The second Magnolia Parks book, which I have not read yet, but if this is bad, I will just be giving up on this series. I don't know if this book is good. We'll see. I'm going to give Jessa Hastings one last try. Soulmate Equation, Christina Lauren. Punk 57, my bread and butter. And then Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino, which I did start, but I just haven't been tempted to pick back up again for some reason. But yeah, so that is my rainbow romance shelf. Now I guess it ends with us. It doesn't really count as a romance, but I just decided to put it here instead of on my fiction shelf. So yeah, okay. This shelf is my manga and graphic novel section, which is quite small. I'm still getting into graphic novels, so if you have any good recommendations, let me know. But we have Tomi by Junji Ito. Death Note, I only have the black editions 1 and 2. I'm still slowly collecting the rest. But I also have Death Note short stories and Another Note, the Los Angeles BB murder cases. This is a prequel about L, which I still need to read, and I'm very excited to read. Then I have Cat and Gamer volumes 1 and 2. And then these are my graphic novels that are not considered manga. We have Demon in the Wood by Lee Bardugo. This is about the Darkling from Shadow and Bone. And then we have books 1 through 4 in Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. These are so good. Such a fun YA LGBT romance. And then this black crate over here just has Josh's school papers and stuff that he just didn't have anywhere to put. So yeah, this probably won't stay here forever, but for now I still have quite a few empty shelves. So this shelf is pretty random. It's just kind of the extra romance books that wouldn't fit above it on the rainbow shelf. So my hardcover romance books are over here. We have Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. That's a signed edition, which is pretty cool. Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood. And then 2 out of the 3 Helen Huang romances that I still need to read, but I'm very excited to. This is a 5-star prediction for me. And then I did put Song of Achilles on display because this is another favorite 5-star read. So good. Then this cute little vase that I got at a thrift store. Absolutely obsessed with it. And then this stack over here that's underneath my book club candle are just my recent book purchases. So I just haven't put them where they belong, but yeah, I like to keep my recent purchases kind of together so I can do a haul of them once I have a significant pile. A subscriber sent me Delilah Green Doesn't Care super excited to read this. Another 5-star prediction. So, and then the bottom shelves on these 2 bookcases are completely empty. So now we will move to the cubby shelves that I got from Target. The top of this shelf just has some decor. We have this fake plant that I got thrifting. We have my Lego flower bouquet, which I love. And then in this little pink container is my book stamp and my bookmarks. This shelf is definitely still a work in progress. As I get more books, I'll probably change it around, but for now, this shelf is just where I sort different series or repeat authors that I have a bunch of books for. Now, the top left, we have the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is all but 2 of the books in this series. I'm currently on the 5th book. I'm slowly making my way through it, but I really enjoy it. It's a contemporary romance, found family kind of series about rich, famous people, and it's just a fun, entertaining time. On the right, we have all my Sally Rooney books. Sally Rooney is another one of my favorite authors, so I wanted to display Normal People for sure. I love, love, love. That is the UK cover. I also have the US cover, but the UK cover is stunning, so. And then underneath that, we have my Sarah J. Maas books, of course. I have the ACOTAR series, the first Crescent City, and then the second book in the Throne of Glass. The first book I'm actually currently reading, so that's why it's not on the shelf. And then to the left of that, I have my Cassandra Clare books. I have not read any of these yet, but I have the first 2 chronological series in the Shadowhunters world, which are the Infernal Devices on the left and the Last Hours on the right. And these I want to get to hopefully this year is my goal, at least reading the first 3 for sure. But yeah, and then right below that we just have my Himalayan salt lamp. And I feel like every time I show this lamp, I'll get a comment from someone being like, they're toxic for cats, your cats will lick them and it can make them sick, and I am fully aware of that. My cats never have paid any attention to the salt lamp. They don't even go near it. They literally could not care less, but thank you for your concern. And then next to that, I have my Elle Kennedy books. Now, I literally have not rated any Elle Kennedy book higher than 3 stars, I think. So she's not one of my favorite authors, but I just find myself gravitating to her books because they're so easy to read. They're just contemporary romances with some spice. So yeah, we have 3 books in the Briar You series and 2 books in the Prep series, which I'm actually very excited to read. I have high hopes for the Prep Academy series, but yeah, that's all. So that's it for the main bookshelves. So this second bookshelf is on the opposite side of the room, and this is my walk down memory lane shelf. It has all my children's books and most of my YA books that I read when I was in middle school. I'm not gonna go as into depth with this shelf because I just don't really find it necessary, but I'll give you an overview. So this bottom shelf down here, is my children's and middle grade. So over here we have picture books, and then it transitions into chapter books and other stuff. We've got Tale of Despero, one of my favorite kids books. You May Already Be a Winner is another great one. Kira Kira is amazing. I love Shel Silverstein, so I have that. Right on top here we have the most important children's book ever. Do your homework. Some of you need to read this and get educated on Miss Beyonce, okay? Over here, I have the Spiderwick Chronicles by Holly Black, who's my favorite author. Still need to read these, but love that I have them all. So, yeah, this second shelf is my middle school shelf. All of these books I read back in the day, and I love them. So, we obviously have some John Green, Eleanor Bark. I loved this when I read it as an 11-year-old, but I've heard that it's actually quite problematic in the representation, so I do need to reread this and see if I the Legend Mary Lou series, Hunger Games, and some of Lynn Weingarten's books. Up here on the third shelf, this is my non-fiction. Most of the books in this stack are like my older non-fiction, and then these are kind of my non-fiction, like TBR, or just my more current ones. Trainspotting is not non-fiction. I'm not sure what this is doing here. Ignore that. But yeah, A Sucky Love Story by Brittany Louise Taylor is so gripping and interesting. Like, such a crazy memoir. I highly recommend. This book is a true crime story about something that happened close to where I live. So that was very crazy. Know My Name by Chanel Miller. Oh my god, 5 stars. 5 million stars. You can see how much I tapped this book because it's just that amazing. So, but yeah, nonfiction is just not my favorite genre, so that's why I decided to keep it over here with the other shelf. I just don't read a lot of nonfiction, but yeah. And then this top shelf, I'm not even going to go into depth. It's just like kind of random right now. We've got some of Josh's skate magazines, a Little Wayne Funko Pop, our gross mass market paperbacks from high school, To Kill a Mockingbird, and the After series, which I do not want to display on my other shelf, so I just have it hidden over here. So that's everything on